Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tay Diaries, and on this channel I share on real life UK immigration, motherhood and lifestyle content. Today's video is a very important one. We're going to share about parents, visitors, UK refusals. So from the previous videos that I've done about bringing your parents to the UK as visitors, so many questions have come in, especially for those who've had their parents refused for visitors to come in here. Hopefully today's video will be able to answer most of your questions so that we have as many as successful stories on bringing our parents to the UK. So if your parents' visitor's visa was refused, or if you're planning to do a reapplication, please do watch this video until the end. I'm sure I'm going to address most of the issues that bring up these refusals. I know this is very difficult, this is really painful, especially with the fact that you're not bringing your parents to work. In all honesty, you're bringing your parents to actually see you. Some of you haven't seen their parents like in so many years. Some of you haven't seen their parents since their relocation. Some of you have their children who've been born here who have actually not seen their parents, and it's your wish that your parent actually comes here and sees where you're staying. Some people have actually bought houses. They want their parents to come and see where they're staying. They want the parents to come and see the achievements that they've done, the beautiful cars that they're driving, just to see, the kind of life that they're living, abroad that's actually different from home. So one of the main reasons, and this is usually the first reason on the refusal, when you get that report on refusal, this is one of the first and the most common refusal why a parent's UK visitor's visa is denied. So the first one is no strong ties. So if you watch my previous video on bringing parents here, you'll note that I have actually mentioned some of these reasons, but I've actually made this video to be very specific and state all the reasons that might actually make you have a refusal. This is the number one main reason for refusal. Why is this so? It's because most of our parents are retired. They're pensioners, they're farmers, either they're actually active farmers or they have been farmers in their lives. And also they are not really formally employed. They're self-employed. They've got businesses at home. They've got certain projects that actually bring money, which might actually not be registered. So simple because of this, the Home Office might just assume that they might not return back home. I mean, there is no reason for them to return back home because there is nothing that's sustaining them back home. And you're probably the one who's taking care of them. So they'll just say, okay, this person is just coming here to have a permanent stay, and refusal. So how do we fix this? We really want our parents to come. We really want our parents to come here. How do we fix this? If your parent is a pensioner, make sure that you have all the proof that they are actually a pensioner. They can have, the national security letters, national security evidence that they might be getting something from the national security because they've worked either for the government or they've worked, everywhere else. We just need proof that they are a pensioner. If your parents are settled in the communal areas, you might ask the headman, the councillor, or even the chief, if you have access, just to write a letter to acknowledge that they do know your parents and they know that they are resident in their community. Likewise, if your parents are in the urban areas, you can utilize the local councillor and the member of parliament also to write a letter same acknowledging that they know your parents, they've stayed in that community for such a time. If there is anything that your parents have actually done for that community, let the member of parliament or the councillor write that in that letter. If your parents are into farming, just state the farming activities that they're doing. If there's any income, you can put either receipts or any income that is coming, but make it clear that this income that they're getting is not the one that's going to sustain them when they are in the UK. Yourself as the host, you're the one who's going to be taking care of your parents right here. Something also handy is for other family members to write letters. If you have siblings who are remaining home or in other countries, let them write a letter and acknowledge that you are the host at this given time, but they are happy for you to actually have their parents in the United Kingdom, but they've got kids as well, and they also want their kids to see the parents, in their original country. So just something to note, retirement or having a small business is not a reason for refusal, but lack of proof is. Show enough proof for whatever evidence that you provide. So someone might ask, my parents do not own a house, my parents have never owned a house, my parents do not have any fixed asset, what am I going to put? Do not put anything. If your parents don't have any fixed asset, do not put it because they do not have it. If they have it, then you can actually put the title deeds. You can put whatever they have. If they have cattle, you can put, I understand their letters from the headman or the councillor on the number of cattle, the vaccinations, and so on. You can actually put if they've got any asset on them. But it's not a crime not having anything, and that does not stop your parent from visiting you. So reason number 2 is the bank statements. Money, 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 money. So one of the common problems is having a large sum of amount all of a sudden into your account, like overnight, not traceable. You just wake up with 10K. Where did you get it from? Also having low balances with no explanation. I mean, you're applying for your parents to come in here and you've said you're the host. You want to take them to London, you want to take them to Belfast, but the amount in your account doesn't match with the trips that you're talking about. So guys, let's be realistic. If you're saying, I want my daddy to come here and I want to take them to the London Eye, but this does not match with your bank account. Also something that they look at, most of us do send money like back home, so we might actually use those receipts to show that we are the ones who are actually taking care of the parents. But then also all of a sudden something that raises an alarm is for you to actually send loads of money just because you want to make that application. At least let there be a pattern. If you're sending like let's say 50 quid a month, let there be that consistent. Don't just send £1,000 when you've never sent your parents any money since you've relocated. It will simply show that you are doing this because of the application. So the UK hates sudden money. There is no sudden money in UK. There is no hustling. There should be a trace of whatever pound or penny is in your account. So how do we fix this? At least have a bank statement of about 3 to 6 months. If need be, explain why there are any deposits into your account. If you're sponsoring your parent, say exactly what you're going to cover. If you're going to cover their accommodation, if you're going to cover their food, if you're going to cover their transport, mention it on your invitation letter. And as I said, it should actually make sense with your bank account. It should tally. The amount that you're saying you'll spend, the amount of time your parent is going to spend here is supposed to match with what is in your account. At least the pay slips and the bank statements should match. Reason number 3, unclear purpose of visit. So you just saying that my parents are coming to see me, they're coming to visit me, is not enough. So we should be able to put details like, why now? Why do you want your parents to come and visit you now? How long are they going to be coming for? Where are they going to be staying? Do you have like enough accommodation? Do you have enough room to actually accommodate your parents when they come? So how do we fix this? an invitation letter from you, the host, the one who's applying from the UK, with detailed information. The reason for your parents' visit should be very clear. If your parent is coming for your child's birth, put it as clear as you can. If your parent is coming for your child's christening, put it as clear as you can. If you've got some evidence, attach it. If your parent is coming for a graduation, likewise, put the invitation from the college or from wherever the graduation is taking place. If they're coming for a wedding invitation is also needed. It is advisable to say that my parents are going to stay for 2 weeks to a month, or you can say for a month or a month and a half. Avoid saying that your parents are coming to stay long term. Avoid saying that your parents are coming to help you with your children. So reason 4 is stating on the application that I'm inviting my mom, I'm inviting my parents, I'm inviting my dad or my aunt to come and help me with my children or with my baby. So already this will be considered as paid work, or you're just asking your parents to come and work for you. So how do we fix this? Rephrase. You can actually say, I'm inviting my parents to visit me, to come and support me emotionally. Remember, if you've just given birth, this is an example, you need all the support, especially from family. So you can just say, I'm inviting my mom to come and support me. You can say for family bonding, family reunion, for my graduation, for my parents to see the new house that I've bought, for my parents to see the new car that I've bought, or just for a short-term visit. Never say your parents are coming to take care of the baby. So to wrap it up, I'll tell you the last reason. The last reason is no travel history at all. So many parents haven't actually had an international travel history or an international journey, but that's okay. That doesn't stop them from actually being granted a visa. So how do we fix this? Stated that this is their first international trip. They're just coming for a short stay and they have strong return reasons. You know, the ties that we've talked about. They're just coming just for a short period because they've so many things back home than to do in the United Kingdom. Just be realistic about the whole situation. So just a word of encouragement. Never feel ashamed for having a parent's visitor's visa being refused. Trust me, you're not the first one and you're not the last one. And let this not discourage you when you get a refusal. Look at the reasons why. It's fortunate because they actually state the reasons in point form. They tell you exactly why they haven't granted them the visa. So look at the reasons, ask for help, check with the other guys who have actually applied and have had successful stories and applications, and do a reapplication. So what I've noticed is that the UK visitors visa applications, they are really strict. I think this system is one of the most strict systems that I've actually come across. But preparation and making sure that you put all the evidence that needed goes a long way. So if this video was helpful, please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. And if you are applying for your parents, please let me know from which country you're applying your parents from. And if your parents have been refused, please do ask your questions in the comment section. I'm happy to come back to you. Just so you know, I'm not a legal expert, I'm not a migration expert. I just do these videos merely from experience, my personal experience, and from my friends and family experience who've managed to bring their parents here. But if you have any questions, pop them in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.